And I think this is a team now that truly just believes they feel like they can go out and win any single game, any single day, and that's proven to be the fact. I mean, they are just playing really, really good baseball right now. So a lot to cheer for, in the good old city of Detroit for our Tigers. So can't not wait to see where they land here in the next couple months. So
Yeah, it's so I kind of got like an analogy, like to keep this train rolling, you know.
hmm
So, and it was something I said about the Red Wings back when McClellan was hired, and they started off pretty good with them and all the things, and
yeah.
they were still pushing for the playoffs and such. So a normal baseball series is 3 games.
Hmm.
So if you can, and this is what they've been doing so far throughout the entire year. They've they have their fair share of sweeps. Don't get me wrong. They just swept Boston last week,
hmm
but their usual realm is winning 2 of 3.
That's fine.
Just
That's how it
keep
should
going
be.
on that. Just
Oh
win
yeah.
two. Look at go series by series.
Win
Win
your
win at
series.
least 2 of 3,
Yep.
and then you'll be sitting there in August with probably a 5 game lead still.
Yeah. And obviously the division games mean everything. I mean, and they mean just as much in April as they do, at the end of the season. And I think a lot of times it's very easy for teams to say, "Ah, we started slow in April, right? And we started to get hot in May, and then by June we were rolling." Okay, when we get to the end of the season, it's like, man, I just don't know how we've played so well. How do we not be in the playoff picture? How are we not further
What a
ahead?
save!
It's like, every game matters, and you
Right.
can't start slow for 2 months and expect to be the top of the game. And so I really have appreciated seeing the Tigers come out hot and stay hot. And
Yes.
I got to tell you, I was just as skeptical as a lot about them coming out this season without adding any real pieces. I was a little
And
skeptical of
getting
how they
swept to
performed.
start the year.
And they played the Dodgers. That didn't
But
mean shit to me.
still, I
That
mean,
I was not
but
concerned with that
it was
series.
still I would still have loved for them to at least win one over there.
But
But
it
they were
wasn't that they
competitive in
got
all
ran
three.
out of yeah, they
Yeah, they
didn't
got
get
were
run out of the
competitive on all
building.
three, and then they went up to Seattle right after and won 2 of 3 there. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, and that was fine. And so they haven't looked back since, really. And
Yes, correct.
they proved they can play with the Dodgers even, and I
Hmm.
think they definitely can. I just think the Dodgers have the star power, the money and all of that. But nevertheless, this team is really, really built to beat anybody. Barring health, injury concerns are always a thing, but as long as they can stay healthy, I think they've got a really
Well,
good chance to do some damage.